All right, so in this video, our directions are to factor out the greatest common factor. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a box. And in this case, I just have two terms, so I just need two areas. And I'm going to put inside my box 6x squared plus 20. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure out what is the greatest common factor of 6 and 20. Okay, that's 2. And then I don't have a greatest common factor of x squared. There's no variable I can take out, so my greatest common factor is just 2. My next step is I'm going to divide each term by the greatest common factor. So 6x squared divided by 2 is 3x squared. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So the way I will write my answer here is I know it's going to be 2 times 3x squared plus 10. And we can kind of think through that. Let's see, if I did 2 times 3x squared, that would give me 6x squared, so that's good. 2 times 10 is 20. So we're good. So this is just another way to write your expression. What we've been doing is multiplying, now we're actually dividing out. All right, so number 2 here, I'm going to draw my box again. And let's see, we have 5x to the third plus 15x squared. All right, so let's see. The greatest common factor of 5 and 15 is 5. The greatest common factor of x to the third and x squared is x squared. So now I just need to divide. So let's see, 5 divided by 5 is 1. X to the third, take out an x squared, leaves me with just x. Let's see, 15 divided by 5 is 3. And the x squareds, I took that one out here, so I'm left with nothing. So my final answer is 5x squared times x plus 3. All right, so let's look at some more complicated ones a little. So these are longer, but it's still the same process, okay? I'm going to need to make a bigger box here because I have 3 terms. So I have 8x squared minus 12x squared, and then a positive 24. So now I need to think about the greatest common factor of all 3 of these. And in this case, let's see. The greatest common factor of 8, 12, and 24 is 4. And notice, only the first 2 have a variable, not the third one. So I cannot take a variable out of all of them. So my greatest common factor is just 4. So now we just need to divide that out. 8x squared divided by 4 is 2x squared. Negative 12x squared divided by 4 is negative 3x squared. And 24 divided by 4 is 6. So my answer here would be 4 times 2x squared minus 3x squared plus 6. And actually I have a feeling this may have been a typo here, but we can combine these, right? Those are like terms. So I can simplify this a little more and write it as 4 times, let's see, 2x squared minus 3x squared is negative x squared plus 6. So the final one for this video here, draw my 3x3 box. See, we have negative 10x to the third minus 6x squared minus 2x. All right, so what can we factor out here? So in this case, I can actually pull out, notice I can pull out a negative 2 because they're all negative. And I can also pull out an x. So that's going to be your greatest common factor there. And then dividing, let's see, negative 10 divided by negative 2 is positive 5. If I have x to the third and I take off one x, it's going to leave me with x to the second. If I have x to the second and take off negative 6 divided by 2 is positive 3. X squared, take off an x, that leaves me with an x. And then negative 2x divided by negative 2 is just positive 1. So your final answer here is negative 2x times 5x squared plus 3x plus 1. All right, great job.